Okay, so today, well, first let me say welcome. This is my first time I'm going to try to make one of my concoctions. I decided today I want to try to make pupusas. Now, I could go online and look up the directions, but I decided I'm just going to go off of things that I know and from what I've tasted and just give it a go on my own. So I picked up some pre-made frijole beans and rice from La Tapatía in South San Francisco, California on Grand Avenue. It's probably some of the best beans and rice you'll try. And right now I just finished making the masa, and all I did was use this mix right here. You can pretty much get it at any store, and it just called for the first batch, from what the bag says, to mix 2 cups of the powder form of this masa mix. That's the powder, and 1.5 cups of water. So that's what I did here. And now I'm just attempting to try to make the first pupusa. So don't make fun of me if I say it wrong. Anyhow, you don't want them super thick, I'm assuming, because I've tried them and some of them are too thick and it's too much masa. But I'm trying to make it like medium. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to make this flat first. And then I'm planning to put, you could put cheese, you could put meat, you could put bean, you could pretty much put almost anything you want in here. Then after I put it in here, so let's pretend I already put it in here, I'm going to put it all in the center, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start folding this in like this. And just try to make it a circle again with the ingredients on the inside. And it won't be perfect, like I said. This is my first time trying to make it on my own. And then we'll just put it in the pan. So that's how I'm planning to do that. So okay. Well, next I'm going to show you the beans and rice that I'm planning to use. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Here's the beans from La Tapatía. Kept it in the microwave to try to keep it somewhat warm. Here's the rice. Yum, yum, yum. And the carnitas. I got some carnitas because they are delicious. If you like the carnitas as much as I do, you'll probably try some before you even start cooking. So check this out. This is just a shortcut I'm doing to make this because it's my first time and figured if I'm going to try it, that's the carnitas. If I'm going to try it, I don't want to start from scratch from everything. I've made Puerto Rican pasteles, and they actually came out pretty good. This is the rice. The rice is so good. It's very yummy. And the bean. Now cheese, you could use any kind of cheese. I'm probably going to just use mozzarella myself. I don't want it to spill. So what we're going to do next is, I didn't get the shredded cheese, which would have been best. So I'm just going to use my son's string cheese. Okay. And then I'm going to use a knife and cut the cheese. I know, yes, you can string it, but I'm going to cut it because I feel like instead of stringing it and it coming out uneven, I could just cut it. See how much easier that was? So, be careful. Don't cut your fingers. There we go. I didn't want to make a long intro because I know that when I watch YouTube videos, I kind of don't like hearing someone talk so much. I'd rather just get on with the video. So that's what I'm trying to do myself here. So I am not fluent in Spanish at all. I wasn't raised with family to speak Spanish. So the little Spanish I do know, I've picked up on my own. And I can actually understand a lot more Spanish than speaking it. So that's a plus. So anyhow, I say that to say that if I mispronounce things, and you're wondering, that's not how that's said, why is she saying it like that? That's the reason why. So give me a break. Don't bite my head off and give me a hard time, you guys. My son is listening and watching Sesame Street, which he loves, in case you hear the Sesame Street in the background. And although he has the time of his life playing with his toys and watching Sesame Street, he might end up being a chef one day, because when he sees me in the kitchen, he wants to be over here. So if I step away, I'll let you guys know, and that is probably why. Anyhow, so back to what we're doing here. Just cutting up the mozzarella cheese. Like I said, I've made plenty of different dishes, and I always get a lot of good comments about it. Everyone rants and raves and says that not only does it taste delicious, but they also say I should post my step-by-step. So I've never done that before, so this is my first time trying to do it. I'm learning. New year, right? Try new things. So we're just gonna give it a go, and from here on out, if it goes good, I'm just gonna keep doing it anyways and posting it, because there's bound to be at least somebody out there that likes my videos, right? Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and give it a go. I have one more idea of how to do this if it doesn't come out like this. And yes, again, I do know that this is not, I guess, the proper way to do pupusas, but like I said, I've tried them myself plenty of times, and I'm just gonna give it a go on my way, my style, my idea. So I'm putting it on my nice wooden board here. Oh, also just a tip, if your masa feels a little dry, it might need some more water. So keep some water on hand. That's what I'm doing. All right, here we go. We're gonna try this out. Okay, I try to be kind of even with everything, so I'm gonna try to count these little mozzarella sticks that I cut, so we can try to be kind of even. That's 4, 5, 6. I don't know about you, but I like a lot of cheese in my pupusa. 7, 8. So I put 8 pieces. Maybe 9 on this side because it looks a little flimsy. Okay, might as well just make it 10, right? So we put 10 pieces. I know, baby. He thinks, since I'm talking to you guys, he thinks I'm talking to somebody here in the kitchen. I know, sweetheart, baby. Okay, next I'm gonna go ahead for this one, and you know what? I was gonna do bean, but let's do meat first. Okay, Papa. So what I'm doing is I'm just grabbing the meat right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start, you know, breaking it up. I was planning to use forks and shred the carnitas first, but I'm not planning to make a whole big batch of pupusas, so. FYI, my son does like pupusas, but who doesn't, right? And I have other ideas going on in the future of what I can do with this, you guys. Believe me, my mind is very creative, and I have tons of ideas of things I want to make, so. Anyways, going back to this pupusa and the cheese, when I make things, I don't like to be stingy. When I made my Puerto Rican pasteles, I just remembered eating tamales and pasteles, which are different things, that I didn't like biting into it and just having a bunch of masa in my mouth. I was like, I want, when people to eat my pasteles, or when I make tamales, I want people to bite into it and have meat in every bite, or cheese, you know, like I want you to taste it in every bite. I don't want you to take a bite and be like, oh my god, that was hella masa. I want you to take a bite and be like, wow, that was good, there was meat in every bite, it tasted delicious, you know. Okay, so we put 10 pieces of cheese on the bottom. I'm gonna put more on the top So that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna smash this down actually in there. And then I'm gonna kind of fold that over. My other idea of how to do this was I was just gonna make 2 flat pieces of masa and just like picture 2 pancakes and put the stuff in on one and then grab the other one and put it right on top and then just close it together. That was my other idea. So right now I'm just trying to close it without anything leaking out. Now I kind of understand why the pupusas are so thick, because you put so much ingredients inside. It takes a lot of masa to cover it all. So I have a little hole on the top right here, you see? So I'm trying to cover that up right now. So it's a little patch, if you will. A little patch in my pupusa. All right, I think we got the first one. I don't know how it's gonna come out, but let's hope it comes out good. And I have faith that it's gonna come out good. I do. Okay, so I flipped it over because I want to make sure everything's covered, and you see how there's a little hole there. So let's go ahead and cover that because we don't want all the good cheese. Cheese is like gold in cooking over here, and we don't want that to come out. We want to make sure that's nice and solid in there. This is a lot of looking around and making sure everything's intact kind of work. Okay, you know, it's coming together. It's not bad. Not a bad strategy here. Oh man, I'm not mad. This is actually looking pretty good, I'd say myself. All right, now if you ever see the women, they do it so fast, like I can't. Yeah, I can't do that. See, I just cracked it. Anyways, I'm not on that professional expert level yet. But yeah, they do it fast. I'm just gonna do it my intermediate level way. Anyways, if there's anything you want to do, go for it. Don't let nothing intimidate you because of how much time it takes, or you think it's a lot of hard work. The time's gonna pass anyways, as my grandma says, so might as well. All right, let me see. I'm gonna check the other side. It's looking good. All right, so now that we got that one done, and that took a lot of masa, so I could probably make one more with the masa I have. Hi, baby. You want to see what mommy's doing? Huh, baby? I'm going to go ahead and flip this and put this onto the plate. And we're going to save this, if you want to look at it. We're going to save this until it's time to put it to cook. Okay. Ooh. Not perfect, I know, but I'm not mad. Give me 1 second. You guys got to get my baby out. Come here, Lilo. You want to see what I'm doing? You want to see what I'm doing? Okay. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go, my love. Okay, you guys. I had to step away from my baby. Okay, so now back to the second one. Back to the second one. On to the second one. So far we made one cheese chicharron. Now I'm gonna try this my second idea way. I'm gonna try this doing the other idea I had, which was making 2 sides, almost like a pancake. You could use a roller, which I have right here. Let me see if that's any easier. This is just a silicone. Is it? I think it's silicone. Plastic, silicone, something. Roller, BPA free. My masa might be a little dry because it keeps cracking. I'm just going to try to make do with it right now. Okay, now the other challenge is going to be to just made one side. You see that? One side. I'm going to go ahead and try to make another one just the same size. So I'm making this into a ball. Let's see. Okay, now. And if you're looking at my apron, I don't work for Molly Stone's. A friend of mine that used to work there gave it to me. So I use it for when I'm in the kitchen cooking. I will probably invest in an apron. They had some pretty cool ones at the San Jose Flea Market. So, yes. Okay. Let's see. It's not quite there yet as far as the size as my other half. But we're getting there little by little. I think, you know what? I think I'm going to use the roller because the roller seems to be working a lot better. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now I got two halves, you see? Two halves, almost the same size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the bigger one. And I'm going to put all the yumminess on the inside of this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll put 7 right there on the bottom. Push that in. And then I'm going to get some more canita. Do you want more milk, Papa? Talking to my son. Looks like he's finished with his milk. And he's going to want a banana cookie. You want a banana cookie? You know what? I'm gonna actually put some bean in this one. Cheese, carnita, and bean. Doesn't that sound good? I think it does. Let's see, I need some more. Alright. Remember, I like to have mine loaded. Okay, I'm gonna put the rest of this cheese. How much is it? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so it's not 18 like the other one. But, guess what? It's okay, because there's enough ingredients in here, I think. Next time, I'm probably gonna do the block cheese and just cut nice big little hunks of that. It'd probably be a lot better. Okay. I would lift this up to show you, but I feel like it's gonna just, I don't know if you can kind of see. Oh, it almost looks like a tostada. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just drape this over, if you will. Drape, kind of like they do on cakes with the fondant. Oh, look at that. Oh, I think this was a better idea I had. Now I'm gonna seal it on the ends, and I'm kind of sealing it like an empanada. If you guys know what an empanada is, you could, I guess you could use corn masa, but an empanada you could do with meat or cheese, and it's really good with beef and cheese. And then you kind of fold over the flour which you're using, and then you use like a fork or your fingers to kind of close it off. That's an empanada. Anyways, that's what that kind of reminds me of. So this was, like I told you guys in the beginning of the video, what was my second idea. And I kind of think it's working out a little bit better than the first one I was doing. Although this one has kind of like a little dome. And that's not how they look usually. But like I said, it's my first time making it, so. And it, you know, when you cook, in my opinion, it's not always how pretty it looks, it's how delicious it tastes. So, and yes, my son's doing okay. He is watching his Sesame Street. He finished his banana cookie and his milk. So if I step away again, it's probably because of him. And I had to get him some more milk and another banana cookie. So anyhow, usually you hear Sesame Street in the background of my videos. That's because I'm keeping my son entertained while I do this. Okay. Got a little issue here. On the top of this one, you see the bean is starting to kind of come out a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and do another little patch, like I called it. Again, I don't know the correct terminology, but that's what I'm calling it. So, you guys know what I mean. Remember, it's not about it having to look so pretty. It's about it tasting delicious. I mean, if you can make it look pretty, then, you know, hats off to you. And there's no reason why I can't make it look pretty after it's done, you know, garnish it up and stuff if you want to. Okay, so that's the second one. The second one looks different from the first one I did. So that was the two ways I made them. So it's really up to you on how you want to make that. Now what I'm going to do is, before I continue making more, I'm going to go ahead and put this on to cook and see how does this actually taste. How does it come out? I actually already know that it's going to taste good, but my next question is how it's going to cook. Now, you could cook it in one of these pans that requires absolutely no oil, no anything. You could use oil, could use coconut oil, but I like flavor. I like a lot of flavor. And so because of that, I am going to use butter. Here we go. Yep, good old butter. Butter is flavor. Again, this is my go at it, so we will see. All right, I'm not gonna get all crazy. I'm just using a little bit. Okay. So let this pan get hot. Get hot, get hot. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second, you guys. My son needs more milk. Still here. All right. Feels pretty hot. Now let's get the butter in the pan. It is starting to melt. Perfect. That's what I want to see. Just gonna assist this butter in a circle. Move the butter around. All right, let's get this in there. Here we go. Here goes the first one. I don't know about you, but to me, butter smells so amazing in the pan when it's cooking something, whether it be eggs or something. I'm not saying butter's, you know, specifically healthy to use in all your dishes, but for this dish right here, right now, I'm using butter for that flavor, and yes, it's gonna taste amazing. Oh yes, you hear that? The sizzling, not the Sesame Street, the sizzling. That is what you want to hear, that sizzling. The sound of the sizzling and the smell of the butter cooking. Oh man, that's amazing right there. Have your spatula on hand. a plate or something that you want to put this on when you're done. So we're waiting, and it's cooking. So I do have a lot of ideas of, like I was saying, of things that I want to try to make and different styles of it and methods. I mean, yeah, of course it's nice to make things the traditional way, but why not think outside of the box and do things different, right? Oh no! I flipped it too soon. And put a crack in there. But it's cooking. I guess it's just gonna take a little while because it's kind of thick. But this is the first one I'm cooking. You remember my first attempt at it? The first attempt I did, this is it. The second one's over there on the plate. So we're just waiting. We're just waiting. Am I seeing? Oh, there you go. Is that good, Julian? Is that good? Yum yum. I'm gonna check it again. Still not cooking, but I think I'm going to flip it. Oh, it is cooking. Nice. And I got a nice big crack. Oh man. I got a crack on one side of my pupusa. I'm just adding one more little piece of butter so I can get that nice golden outer shell. I don't know, you guys. It doesn't look beautiful, but it looks delicious. Might not look beautiful, but it looks delicious, smells delicious, and I'll tell you what, it's gonna be delicious. My son makes the funniest noises. Anyways, going back to the pasteles I had mentioned previously, I mention it again because I know how it can be sometimes. It could be a little intimidating sometimes to try something new, like taking on a new recipe that might seem intimidating because maybe it seems tedious, maybe it seems like there's a lot of steps to it, and that could be with anything in life. But you know, that's how it was for me when I thought about making pasteles. But my grandfather, he absolutely loves them, loves them, loves them. And I figured, you know what, why not try it? What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't come out good? Oh well, what do? It doesn't come out right. Get up, try again, right? So I went for it, and guess what, believe it or not, I did okay. The second time around I did better, and I did it faster. So like I said, with anything in life going forward, it doesn't matter how much time it takes to get to your destination or to achieve what it is, your goal, you're dreaming of. The time's gonna pass anyways, you guys. That's what my grandma says. I'm pretty sure it's a famous quote by someone in the world. And it's true. The time is gonna pass, so might as well just do it, right? Happy 2019 to everyone. New year, right? New year. I'm not gonna say new year, new me. I'm saying new year and new dreams, new goals. Along maybe with those old ones that you might have. You gotta go after them. Okay, let's check it. Oh, it looks beautiful! On the other side, you guys, you have no idea. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if I can, but it just looks, I don't know if you guys can see because I don't want to break this, but let's see. Don't break! I'm trying to show you guys without it breaking. Can you guys see that beautiful golden crisp color? That is what you want, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you guys, I'm so proud of myself. This is coming out so amazing. Okay, I do have to get the sides though. See, all it takes is some time. You give it some time, a little love, anything will come out, right? That's with everything in life, you guys. You just give it time. Give it time. Give it some love. It'll work out. I'm telling you, this butter was a good idea. Okay, as soon as this is done, I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. I'm just grabbing a plate. This beautiful clear plate. I love these clear plates. I like clear plates and white plates, but I like clear plates. My mom gave it to me. I love it. Got 2 of them. 2 beautiful clear plates. All right, perfect. This is what we want. Okay, you guys. I'm going to show you this. Let me turn off my burner. Look at that goldenness. I know it has a crack, yes, but aside from that, look at how beautiful and golden that is. That is what you're going for. That's what you're aiming for. And if you open it, look at that is what a papusa is supposed to be. Delicious. Delicious. I'm telling you guys. Anyways, that was my first attempt at making pupusas. First video doing it. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hopefully it's there because I don't know how to do that. But hit the like button. And stay tuned for more awesome recipes. Alright? Alright. Take care. See ya!